MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. It's the first game of this regular season Custom League Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies. Chris Taylor is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit back toward the mound. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Batting second.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. Taylor aboard here at first with nobody out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's here to hit the fastball right here.
Segura has a play. One away. Up next, Mitch Garver. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Hoskins is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Next to hit is Luke Voigt. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he takes a called strike, 0-1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Pitch inside the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. And there you see the leadoff man, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll start us out. In the home first.
For the Phillies, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a called strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Batting second.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Freddie Freeman is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pollock has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to Voigt, takes care of him, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Gibson gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
That is it. The third baseman.
Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Voigt leads off second with nobody out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
1-2, here it comes. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
As a look, now the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. One down with a runner at second, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2. Next to stand in is Eugenio Suarez. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-2 now. Curveball knocked down at home plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
The shortstop, Brendan.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Lucchese features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is Taylor. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Swing and a line drive. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. So next to the plate for the Phils, Dylan Moore. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Popped him up. Garver over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. On the ground up the middle, DeYoung's got it. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Into the box, JT Realmuto. Grounds it sharply to third. He's got it. Third first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Ready now for Cincinnati, Gio Urshela. Gibson's ready. First pitch on the way. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Two pitches fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Segura ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. 1 out, bases empty, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. He's in there for strike number 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Coming on is McCutchen. He gets there, and that's the second out. So next to hit is Chris Taylor, singled in his last at-bat. And a slider tails outside for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Moore finds some space out there for the catch to. That brings up Alec Bohm as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
For the Phillies, the designated hitter, Alec.
Fly ball right down the line in left. On the move is Pollock. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 2-2 one more time. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. To the left side, but it's well foul. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Hard hit ball to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Base is empty, 2 away, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Vogt takes care of him, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, A.J. Pollock.
The left fielder, number 11, A.J.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Hoskins trying to get there, and that's going to land foul. Gibson looks in. Here's the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
The catcher, number 8.
At the plate now, Mitch Garver, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
And it's fouled away. Freeman is up with it. Segura for 1. On to first, and they get them both. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Luke Voigt. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
A ball and a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Count is 1-2 now. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Now batting,
And
number
now
16.
Patrick Wisdom. Rosario is there. And that ends the inning. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The first baseman, Rhys
As
Hoskins.
the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
The count now at 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. And that one yanked just foul. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Up with it, Garver. And he makes the throw to first. Hoskins retired, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. A ball and no strikes. Rodgers just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 home.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
The right fielder, number
To the
8.
plate now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That's by him for strike 1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Rodgers, base runner at first with 1 out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. There's 1. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Now it'll be Dylan Moore.
The center fielder,
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Pollock has a read on it, and that retires the side. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Paul DeYoung. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Gibson is under it. One away. Stepping in once again is Eugenio Suarez. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela.
Gio Urshela.
Over to first, and that retires the side. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura.
Pops this one up. And this is going to be a foul ball. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Stepping in next, JT Realmuto grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Voit backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And that'll bring up Alec Bohm. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Stepping up is Brandon Nimmo. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth.
Brandon.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Rosario is there. 1 out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next up is A.J. Pollock. It was a base hit last time up. And now the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholing a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman.
At the plate, Luke Voigt. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
The batter, number 16.
Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The set and the 2-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
There's ball 4. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded.
Now
2 men gone. And that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Sam Coonrod answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The set and the 1-1. Garver at third. Voigt on second. Wisdom on at first with 2 down. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Eugenio Suarez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Payoff pitch on its way. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen.
The left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
First offering. Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Here comes the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Pollock, still ranging back. sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. That time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. So next up will be Freddie Freeman, and he fouls this one off. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Fouled away. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. And he makes the throw to first. Freeman is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now back.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Tries to hold up, but did he do so in time? No, says Joe McDonald at strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. DeYoung gathers it in, and that's the 2nd out. Brendan Rodgers bats next. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2 balls and a strike. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
The 3-2 one more time. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Standing in now, Eddie Rosario.
Number 8. Eddie.
Lifted down the line in left. Wisdom trying to get there, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. And there's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and next the dangerous power threat, Eugenio Suarez.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
All even at 2-2. Gets dirty and gloves it. He gathers the throw. Drops the tag. He got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Now to the plate, Gio Urshela. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Archie Bradley comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Moore is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. McCutchen on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Last half of the 7th here. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Dylan Moore.
Phillies, the center fielder, Dylan.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
Nimmo in pursuit.
He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now into the box is Shun Segura. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Lucas Sims comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count. Hit in the air to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And Pollock will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Chris Taylor.
The right fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Here's the pitch. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
Swinging a ground ball to third. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Corey Knebel summoned from the pen much earlier than anticipated as he'll try to earn a 2-inning save. And now A.J. Pollock. The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Rosario. Holy Toledo! Into the box, Mitch Garver, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home.
The batter, number 16,
Jose Alvarado is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. Two runners in scoring position to deal with.
Alvarado.
At the plate now, Patrick Wisdom, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed rib.
The count now at 2-2. Chasing after it is Rosario. It's over his head, and they're going to take the lead. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Now batting, shortstop.
Paul DeYoung digs in next. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. One run is scored. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. Now a 5-3 game.
The batter, number 7.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. Aristides Aquino will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. He's set and the pitch. Working for the punch out and the offering. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. It's hit hard on a line to right. A base hit. Wisdom ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Now batting, second baseman, Gio.
Cam Bedrosian comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Number
To the plate
52.
now, Gio Urshela.
Bedrosian.
And there's a base hit on the line. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 7-3 ball game. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. But this is speared by the first baseman, and he's safe. So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Into the box, A.J. Pollock, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. And that misses inside, 1-0. Moore there to put it away and finally put it. Striding forward now is the DH, Alec Bohm. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Christian Yelich will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Now here's the first offering. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. The Phils find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Dero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball.
Andrew McCutchen is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Bases are empty, one man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He makes the running play. 2 down. So the next to bat will be Freddie Freeman. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Joe Kelly enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment from the stretch. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. Taylor is there. And he makes the catch to retire the side. So here is Mitch Garver. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
First pitch on its way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. A high fastball is in there. Here comes the 1-2. Chasing after it is Rosario, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he is in the second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
The batter.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Next up, Patrick Wisdom. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. Connor Brogdon enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 75.
First pitch on its way. Garver, the runner at second with 1 away. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Garver rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as they push the lead to 5 now. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Rogers moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out. Next, it'll be Aristides Aquino, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is... So stepping in is Rhys Hoskins. He's hitless on 3 at-bats to this point.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch on the way. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brendan Rodgers. 2 home. Jock Peterson will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away. Victor Gonzalez enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He swings and grounds it to short. DeYoung's got it on the first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. Now at the plate here is Eddie Rosario. Comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Now
into the box now, Dylan Moore. Fouled off. Flew out last time up. And it's fouled away. Philly down to their last strike. A swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
8-3 tonight. Cincinnati came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Lucas Sims pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
It's so convincing, but something's missing. The sun is kissing my face and erasing my doubts. I'm going out with the bang and the facts of a parasite. I'm feeling alright, 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 alright. I'll take dreams, etc. and forever.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 8 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes.